Traveling has been my driving force in life for the last 5 years. Whether it's by sea on my sailboat, or by land in my camper van and motorcycle, my sense of adventure has always acted as my compass. Subscribe to become a part of the journey and experience all the beautiful places and people I encounter along the way. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. In this one, we're exploring Isla Caja De Muertos, also known as Coffin Island. This is one of Puerto Rico's most mysterious islands. With no permanent residents, it's completely deserted. On the mysterious path up to the abandoned lighthouse. And so legend has it that the reason why this is called Coffin Island is because the dramatic tale of a 19th century pirate named Jose Almeida. Jose's wife was killed on board the ship during their first raid experience, so he laid her coffin in a cave on a deserted island near Ponce. He would periodically return to pay his respects and leave his treasures with her. Years later, he was executed for his plundering, and a Spanish engineer gave the island its name after discovering the cave containing the coffin. A lot of the stuff has been just totally abandoned. I think that might have been from the hurricane, but it's kind of strange that nobody's put in the effort to rebuild anything. So maybe the reason is because it's haunted. The real reason why most of this has been abandoned is due to Hurricane Maria and the 2019-2020 earthquakes that destroyed the housing facility and left the reserve without rangers for over a year. Public transportation and day charters also halted after the hurricane, impacting the island's tourism. In April 2022, there were claims that disaster mitigation funds had been approved for reconstruction of these facilities. So, definite sign of some good, mysterious history based on my in-depth interpretation and translation. This is founded April 1871. And this little symbol here, it's kind of hard to see, but I think that is the Freemason symbol. It's like it's been cracked open here, so somebody's definitely risen from the dead and is walking around the island currently. Do some serious bushwhacking now that we've stumbled upon the cave.
Oh, they found the treasure. Oh!
You get that?
Yep.
I wonder if he had multiple wives that he buried down here and we just haven't found all of them yet. After our unsuccessful treasure hunt in the cave, we made it up to the lighthouse. This lighthouse sits at the highest peak of the island and was built in 1887. This is pretty crazy, just how abandoned it is in here. Let's see what's through this hole. We've come up to the peak from the depths of the caves. And this view is amazing. We basically got the whole island to ourselves. You can see Gypsy Moon way down there. Well, after a great amount of exploring from deep down in the depths of the mysterious caves to the very peak of this Coffin Island, it's been a wild adventure. And this lighthouse is crazy cool.
Yeah, we realized really just how out of shape we are. It wasn't really that much of a hike. But The view up here is absolutely stunning. We're not really supposed to be exploring it too much, but we did a little bit. And yeah, how epic the view is up here. Just finally back in some beautiful water and rad little island. So we should come back and put some money into it again.
Kind of a nice change of scenery to come to this little island. Ever since we got to Puerto Rico, we've kind of just been Anchorage hopping along the south side. And in a lot of those areas, the water is kind of a bit murky and turned up, and you're really close to town, so there's some trash and garbage and stuff, and not really ideal for like jumping in and snorkeling around. So coming out here to some really nice clear water and be able to just jump off the boat and go to a beach and stuff like that has been really, really nice.
And the plants smell nice.
After our exploration mission, we were scorching hot because we kind of made the mistake of doing a big land hike in the heat of the day. So we've come to the beach to cool off, and this beach is incredibly beautiful. We've got the big mountain behind us. We just took the high field in here and did a little subwing on the way in. There's even like little patio chairs back here. Overall, this is a really, really sweet spot. And I really can't say enough good things about the high fields. This season has been vastly different than last season. Actually having a really good, solid dinghy to be able to go to the beach and, you know, do spear fishing and diving. And ever since I got the new 15-horse Yamaha outboard, it has been a game changer. It has made our lives so much more comfortable, so much more fun, and a lot easier, and I think a lot safer too.
She is, mate.
She is. After a great time spent together, Kiki went back on his own boat and I had to do my first solo passage of the season. I'm on the move. Had a little bit of trouble getting the anchor up. The windlass was just kind of jamming, especially like the last 5 feet where the anchor was already up. It just didn't want to get that last little bit up, and I tried lowering it down, pulling it back up a bunch of times. It just was not having it. So I had to pull the last couple feet of chain and the anchor up by hand, which is a little bit tough. It's different. It's like the good old days. A little reminder and a little humbling. Just how hard it is to do it on your own. And I really appreciate everyone who's come to help me along this journey, especially Kiki. He has been absolutely fantastic. He has done so much, between helping to fix the boat and helping me with issues, to helping me sail and do overnight passages. And yeah, just having another person on board really makes it feel that much more safe and secure. But I'm not going too far, so it'll be an easy little passage, and it is kind of refreshing to have the challenge of doing it on my own again. So I'm just coming out of the inlet now. Kind of see the breaking waves. Kind of a narrow inlet, but now that I'm making it out here, it's starting to get pretty bumpy. There's some big swells here, but won't have to be in it for very long. Just cut in between land and a little reef just to get a bit more protection from the big ocean swells, because they are decently sized and they're pretty close together, so it's a bit bumpy. But inside this area there is quite a few fish traps, and so they're basically just like little buoys tied to strings or nets down below the surface. And I actually even saw one that was a couple feet below the surface. So I've really got to keep a sharp eye out just to make sure that I don't catch one of those and wrap the prop with it. But I'm only a couple miles away now, so I just got to be sharp and vigilant for a little while longer, and then I will be good to drop the hook and relax. Shortly after dropping the hook and settling in, Lost rolled into the anchorage as well.